Welcome to my show, second season of the Big Ten picks. This year Purdue got them going 3-9 this season, 1-7 in the Big Ten. The one win I'm feeling is going to be an upset win over Northwestern. I feel Northwestern is going to come into that game overlooking Purdue. Purdue's going to be, of course, on a little bit of a downhill slide by that time, going up against Oregon, Northern Illinois, and Notre Dame. Prior to that game, all three I feel are going to be losses. Notre Dame's a pretty darn good looking team, if you ask me, this season. But hey, that's just me. A big knot, well, I consider a big knot this year for the Big Ten. Tied up for 8th. This is 8th through 10th. Minnesota and Indiana are 4-8, 2-6 in the Big Ten. We'll start off with Minnesota, first of all. They start off the season at Syracuse. Tough place. We've seen many good teams go into Syracuse when Syracuse ain't at their best and come away with a loss. Is that going to happen this year? I feel Syracuse may be able to beat them. Indiana, meanwhile, they're going to have a decent season. They start off easy. Akron, Akron's equal with Indiana. That's a toss-up game. Throw me a quarter, give me a heads-tails type of situation there. But then they go up against Michigan, Ohio State, Virginia, back-to-back. And then Illinois, Northwestern, and Iowa, Wisconsin, Penn State right after that. I mean, tough schedule for Indiana. I feel bad for them. I feel they're a little bit better than the 4-8 team this year. But with how it is, you can't really tell by this record and that I've got them at. Then Northwestern 6-6, 2-6 in the Big Ten. I mean, how many times do you hear about a team 6-6, and they've got a really bad record in their conference? I mean, this is where I feel the Big Ten has stepped it up a notch. From 8th, 9th and 10th are kind of a weak spot, but 8th on up, very tough for those teams. They've got a decent schedule. A loss, I feel, is going to come against Iowa and Wisconsin and Illinois and Penn State. They're the final 4 games. That's going to hurt them for a bowl game. Meanwhile, Illinois, I feel, is going to be alone in 7th place, 6-6, but they're going to be 3-5. Because Illinois will pull off the win against Northwestern, I feel. They just got a very dang right-out determined team. That's going to be the difference. Michigan, 6th place. Alright, let's go stats-wise here. Rich Rodriguez has taken over a West Virginia team when he got it. Was like Michigan. Really bad times, wasn't running great. He comes in, not such a great first season. People's like, well, who the heck is this guy? Kick him out. Let's kick him out of town. Let's send him someplace else and destroy somebody else's football program. Second season, he got mediocre. They were, decent. If I remember right, they even went to a freaking nice bowl game. That third season, though, as I say, the third time's the charm, rule of 3, and he won the Big East Championship, went to a BCS game. That's what I feel is going to happen with Michigan, but not this season. 7-5, 4-4 in the Big Ten. Wisconsin, meanwhile, is going to be 9-3, 5-3. Same with Penn State. Both very good teams. Don't play each other this year, Penn State and Wisconsin don't, so they're going to wind up tied there for the 4th place. Really, not much. They're both great teams. This year, Penn State's going to start off real strong. Iowa, I've got them sitting in third again this year, 10-2, 6-2 in the Big Ten, winning all of their rival games against Iowa State, Wisconsin, and Minnesota this year. So I feel that 2 straight years that they're bringing home at least 3 trophies this year. Like last year, they brought home 4 trophies with the Outback Bowl. I feel a loss at East Lansing is going to happen. East Lansing has been the ghost house for Iowa for many years. Kirk Ferentz needs to try to find something there. I don't think he will. But the big game for both these teams, for both Iowa and a future team that I'm going to announce, Ohio State, in this show, will be a big game. Because after that game, Ohio State will have national championship implications on the line. Who knows? Iowa may pull off another upset win like they did against Penn State earlier last year, towards the end of the season. Michigan State, Ohio State, the 2 top teams this year. What the difference is, Michigan State plays Wisconsin, Big Ten opener. Wisconsin will pull off the win against Michigan State. That does Michigan State in. They get ticked off. You got Angry Spartans that go 7-1, 11-1 overall, but not as good as Ohio State, 11-1, 8-0. Loss coming to USC. USC, I think, maybe has recruited some NFL players to play, but NCAA would know that. But they always have NFL type caliber players. A lot of them go in the first round. That's the loss I see for Ohio State. Once again, maybe a possible loss to Iowa. We won't know until we get to that time. It's late in the year. You got football players that are getting tired, injuries, this thing, that thing. Gonna be kind of hard. It's gonna be interesting to see what's what with that. So once again, it goes Ohio State 8-0, Michigan State 7-1, Iowa 6-2, Penn State and Wisconsin 5-3, Michigan 4-4, Illinois 3-5, Northwestern Indiana and Minnesota all of them 2-6, and then Indiana and then Purdue rounding out 1-7, 11th in the Big Ten. The teams bowling this upcoming football season, Ohio State, of course. I feel maybe national championship for you Buckeye fans. Michigan State, Iowa, Penn State, Wisconsin, and Michigan will get to go to a bowl game this year for the simple fact that great turnaround. Rich Rodriguez brings a big name. Michigan fans bring a lot of money, just like the Iowa Hawkeyes do. And besides the 7-5, Illinois and Northwestern are going to be on the outside sitting in. I feel you got to be a little bit better than 6-6 in the Big Ten, or if you are, you need a better record than 3-5 and 2-6 in the Big Ten. I mean, won't get you in. I'm sorry, but no. Those are the teams I could see bowling this year. Thanks for watching.